So listen, y'all. Remember I told you that my mother was in a psych ward, right? But I didn't know. This is crazy. I just found out that she was in a psych ward when I was in her belly. And how I found that out was I just did some research. I don't know why I didn't think about it. I'm not going to tell you where I was born, but too much information. But so I always wanted, because it's on my birth certificate, and I remember I found the doctor that delivered me many years ago, maybe 20 years ago, and he told me to go on with life and don't cry about it and this and that. He was a nice person, but I was trying to see if he remembered my mother. That's before I did DNA. But it said the place where I was born, the reason why, because I wrote, why was I born there? So it gave me like some reasons. And then I put in there, my mother had mental issues. Then it said, oh, there was a psychiatric ward there where I was born, and it was for families that needed support system, some kind of support system. That's some crazy shit. I mean, I knew that she had mental illness, but I didn't know I was born, because my brothers, like my real brothers that are way older than me, that I don't really know, told me that they were giving her shock treatment. And I don't know if she was getting shock treatment when I was in her belly, but she was receiving care. That is some crazy ass shit, because my mother did get pregnant while she was a patient. Remember I told you guys that? She got pregnant while she was a patient. And the man that she was married to, that motherfucker said all kinds of bad shit about my father. All that shit was all wrong. He was just trying to like give him a bad reputation and all that. You know, it was all a lie, because when I did the DNA, I found out everything. Man, that's crazy. My mother was in a psych ward and I was in her belly. And she got pregnant by another patient up in there. And he had autism. Ain't that some crazy shit? Look at me. I mean, like, look what y'all made. Somebody got some fucking sense. And ain't embarrassed about a motherfucking thing. I ain't embarrassed about my mama. I ain't embarrassed about shit. Y'all don't make me feel bad about shit. Because the shit is kind of funny. I'm not saying funny that, because some of my stories is funny as fuck. And I know they are, because people be telling me. And you remember I told you my father was murdered. And actually, I didn't tell you that. My father made a newspaper. I don't know what he looked like, but he's in a newspaper. That a patient killed him. My mom and daddy had sex in the hospital. What the fuck? They said my father was going around saying, I'm about to have a baby by a black woman. I'm about to have me a baby by a black woman. That's what somebody told me. And then when I was born, when I told you I found one of my cousins that was a bitch, he was like, I can't believe that your father even was having sex with somebody. Like, he ain't never dated. They said my father ain't never dated nobody. Like, nobody. Because he was an alcoholic. And then he had that autism. Like, nobody. That's crazy. And that may be like why I'm the kind of like how I am. Like, I don't really like, I mean, I got friends, but shit, I can do shit. I don't need to have nobody around me. So I guess I got it from him. I don't know. But then part of that is being in foster care. Y'all made me this way. Made me be more quiet. And I don't say that. I say that's my personality. More like laid back and just reserved and just look at the world, just sit back and say nothing. That's the way I am. And I love it. I mean, I wish I was more open, but I'm not. I mean, I talk about on here, but not in real life. Damn, I'm about to go back on chat. I can't talk to y'all right now, okay? I gotta go by. It's fun doing all this shit.